There you go. Alright everybody, hey, coming to you again with another video here. We're going to do a video on a new target. It's been a long time coming. I've got the old Glendale full rut. He's been through the ringer. We've kept him outside, and he's pretty worn and beaten up. I've always wanted to get 3D targets for every season that I hunt. Just haven't pulled the trigger on them because they are pretty expensive, to be honest with you, and if you don't take care of them like you should, then they end up like he does, pretty bad shape. But so today I'm going to be talking about the Rinhart target, obviously an antelope, signature antelope from Rinhart. You know, there's a lot of these 3D target companies out there now. It used to be just Rinhart and McKenzie, Delta McKenzie. There's been some other ones that have come out, and they're even doing like a 2D where it's like a live image of an animal at life size silhouette, and you shoot those life size silhouettes. And I'll probably be looking into those too. You know, something big that I want a good representation of the animal itself. But you know, those are a new thing coming out. So we got an antelope hunt coming up here, the 1st of September. So it's coming up pretty quick, and I'm still trying to beat the clock, trying to get things situated with my bow and arrows and things like that. So I just wanted a good representation to practice with, and we're going to go ahead and pull this thing out of the box and set it up, and then we'll kind of go through it, and I'll give you my 2 cents on what I think of it. Oh, look at that. Boy, they're small, aren't they? But I'll tell you what, you really feel the quality in these targets compared to some of those cheaper ones out there. It's more of a foam than a hard material. These are a lot softer, real dense. There's a lot of weight to them. That's the head section. So really nice representation. You know, out there at 50-60 yards, it's probably going to look pretty nice. And you just got the body here. Okay. Got the body there. And then they give you 2 stakes to put with it, and these are just your cut off rebar stakes. So now Rinharts are probably one of the leading manufacturers out there when it comes to 3D targets. Yeah, this is a nice target. It's, like I said, it's a 1/3 scale. Let me see if I can see what. Yeah, it doesn't really say. It's 45 inches tall and 31 inches long, so not a real big target, but definitely gives you something to shoot at. It'll be, you know, out there at longer distances. Will give you a good representation of it. So you got the white belly colors here, the whites on the face, the horns. You got an insert that's removable. I've got a boar, and I've also got a coyote from Rinhart. Let's get this guy set up and see what it looks like. This is pretty low, so building a stand would probably be the best thing to do, so you could get him up, you know, maybe up a little higher, so he looks a little more realistic for you. So a year or so ago, I tried to build a stand for a backstop for my arrows, made out of the rubber horse mat. It's all tore up, and this is falling over. So instead of rebuilding that and spending more money on lumber, I'm just going to take what I got here and we're going to try to make it work. The only thing is I do want to brace this up and get it leveled out as best I can, because I don't want to be drilling at an angle and having those stakes sitting, you know, cockeyed. We'll go ahead and see if this 2x4 will get us level enough to yeah, it could come up a little more. Let's set it on this. Let's set it on its side and see if that brings it up enough. Hey, there we go. There we go. That looks pretty level with the ground now. Next, I gotta go out and get a bit, and we're gonna have to drill some holes for these stakes to go in. So I've got my spots marked out. I found an old paddle bit. Hopefully it's gonna work here and it's not too big. But one of my grandpa's old paddle bits. Back when they made stuff good, you know? So let's see if we can get an idea of where this is gonna be. Turn that on high power. We wanna make sure we're straight up and down. Oh yeah, she's cutting good. There we go. All right. And then we can drive that into the ground just a little bit. That should be good. That's going to keep it solid. I think that'll work. Now it's pretty windy today, so I'm not going to shoot real long distance at this, but we'll go ahead and give it a couple shots and see how it feels. Probably just shoot like 20 yards here. See how they pull out. That looks good from back here. That looks real nice. There's different scorings between Rinhart and Mackenzie. They have different rings and stuff, so see if we can hit that center. So we're in about 2 inches or so from the corner of the body paint, and about perfect with the top of it. A little high. I don't think I got quite back to 20. Oh no, I'm about 5 yards off here. I gotta move back. That's where I normally stand. This should be a little better. About the same. I'll try to go below those. There we go. These pull out really nice. Oh man, that's nice. Yeah, there's a reason that these are expensive, and you know, I think you know, this healing, as long as you don't get into the body and start tearing the body up a lot, and you take these inside and take good care of them, keep them out of the weather, like I said, these will last you forever. And then you can get, you know, your insert. Once you burn through this insert, then you can get a new insert for it. So, but yeah, I'm really happy with this setup. It's nice and sturdy. It's not moving a lot when it gets hit. This platform gets it up off the ground, gets you about perfect level. I mean, that's about antelope height right there. So that's perfect. Let's shoot a couple more. So yeah, that one was low. These pull out really nice. I've only had one so far that didn't want to come out. It locked, and that's one of the things that a lot of these 3D targets that are high quality, they have a tendency to do is they'll lock. They're so forgiving and they heal so well that sometimes they lock that that arrow in. But good looking target. Head's a little bit sloppy. It could be a little tighter. We could put pins in here to kind of keep that together more so it's not flopping around. But other than that, I mean, the paint looks good on it. There's not a lot of blemishes on it. We got a couple around the edge here maybe, but for the most part, it's you know, it's really good shape. Right here is where you can see they put the foam in the mold. Now, one of the things you can do with a setup like this is you'll be able to move him easily in and out of the garage or wherever. You can also switch him around like I've done here, facing different directions. So move your platform to a quartering away shot or a quartering, whatever, and you can just play around with it that way. But I like to face them in different directions, so I don't know about anybody else, but I have a tendency to kind of pull the direction that they're facing. Whether that's due to I'm thinking too much about that front shoulder and actually pushing it that way, or what it is, but every time I shoot at something, I have a tendency to pull to the side that they're facing. It's good practice to do that. Just switch them back and forth and face it different directions. Maybe set it, you know, quartering away or whatever. But yeah, I'm really happy with this target. I think if I take care of it, it'll last me quite a while. Like I know the Rinharts will. We'll get a lot of use out of this year. So with that being said, stay tuned. Later next month, we're going to be going out on the 1st. We may get out for opening Antelope here in Nebraska. That starts like the 3rd weekend of August this month. But we have vacation time for the 1st. For like 6 days, 7 days, over Labor Day weekend. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there in your hunts, everybody. We'll see you on the next video.